Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Natasha here for the Fresh Faces. I am a certified life transformation coach, former RN, and now I specialize on helping women with weight loss, with their hormones, and just getting their mind and their energy in a really good place so you can transform your mind and your body. Also a mama of 4 and living my best life. So for today's today's YouTube video, if you are feeling stuck, you feel like, right now, I don't know what time you're watching this video, but right now it's Christmas time, end of the year, 2022. This is a time of year where if you're struggling with maybe you haven't hit your goals or you're not where you want to be in life yet, it can be a really hard time. It can be a really emotional time. Maybe you just lost somebody. Maybe you're going through a breakup or a divorce. Maybe you're just going through some sort of life transition and you're just not feeling that great. This is for you. Maybe you're ready to go to that next level in your life. This is for you. That is what I specialize in. And over this past little while, last few weeks, everything has just been feeling amazing and blissful. And I've been going through so many testimonials of just women that I've worked with, like clients, customers, even people who just follow me on social media, and they've shared with me their transformational stories. And as I was reflecting on them, I was thinking, I'm like, hey, how come some people are still stuck where they have always been? And why are some people really up-leveling? Why are some people able to lose 30 pounds, 35 pounds, 60 pounds? Some of my clients, they're, not as stressed anymore. I'm talking, you guys, I have people that have been in abusive relationships, that have gone through divorce, have, lost a spouse, all these crazy things, like my situation. And yet some of them are completely transforming themselves, look and feel amazing, having their dream body on the road to that. And some people are just still stuck, and that might be you. Not a judgment. We're not judging ourselves, okay? You're not judging you right now. Don't judge other people. This is a chance for you to become more aware so you can transform. Transformation happens once you have awareness. And this is for all of us. This is why I'm like, don't judge people. Don't judge yourself even, because this is something we all have to work through. And, I did a really amazing live stream on this last week, and it was so well received from people because a lot of people are feeling so stuck and not, getting the weight loss goals that they want, or the fitness goals that they want, or they're not in the relationship that they want, or they're not in their, dream career or business that like something inside of them really wants. So I want you to, with me for a few minutes, grab a journal, notebook, pen, okay? And I want you to practice I'm going to talk about 3 questions today to help you reflect on this year. If you're feeling stuck, so you can go into 2023, or even if it's not that time period for you right now, watching this, but you can go into that next level of your life with like a clean, fresh canvas, just waiting to paint your dream life and your dream body, okay? And I promise you this, if you're willing and you're open to work through these things that I'm going to teach you today, it's going to transform your life. You're going to feel so much better, okay? And I've seen this over and over. This is not just for myself, but I've worked with so many people now. I've talked to thousands of people literally on a really regular basis that are in a transformational journey, and those that are willing to put the work in to do that inner work, to become aware of things that they can work through and really have the right tools, they up level, they transform. Okay, so that's my hope for you. And just to kind of put things into perspective for you, most of us come from very toxic backgrounds. Like with our parents, God bless them, they did the best they knew how, right? And their parents. But for so long, they were all in survival mode, right? And I really believe, this is my personal belief, but I really believe that healing is a luxury. You can't heal when you're in survival mode, which most of us come from. Most of us come from immigrant families or families that just had a lot of dysfunction in them. And our parents, their parents, they were all in survival mode, right? And so there's like a lot of people blame generational curses and stuff, but really I believe it's just generational bad decisions that people aren't working through. And I'm speaking this over you. I really believe that you're watching this for a reason, but somebody has to break this cycle. Okay. And like we think, oh, it's just weight loss. Yeah, it is weight loss. That's a good start. But it's like generational diabetes. It's generational, alcoholism, drug addictions, financial bad habits and addictions. We numb ourselves in so many different ways. Generational bad relationships, toxic relationships, generational mental health, right? Like, just think about your own family. What has happened generationally? In my family, it's been all of those things, right? But I've decided that it stops with me. A lot of you guys already know my story. My husband passed away from cancer, colon cancer, a few years ago. And I had to decide that I'm not going to be a victim, even though I was 33 years old, 4 little kids, all of a sudden I'm a widow. That's not fair. Life's not fair. But as awful as it is, I took responsibility for my own healing. And so I could up level for my kids, for the people that I love. And now because of that, because I've chosen to take that responsibility and work through this in ways that I'm going to teach you guys, so many other people benefit. Okay, you are the answer to somebody else's prayer. I promise you that. Okay, so just stick with me on this. Okay, so hopefully you have pen and paper. And I just want you to remember, I want you to be so graceful with yourself. Okay, because we are so hard on ourselves, especially moms. I feel like we all are in general, men, women, everyone, we really are. But I want you to give yourself some grace on this healing journey, on this transformational journey, because transformation happens in layers. Healing happens in layers. I want you to save this video, because come back to it, and I promise you're going to see things that you maybe didn't see the first time. Okay, and that's how we grow. That's how we transform. We transform through awareness, first of all, changing our story, changing our narrative through repetition. So repeating decisions and repeating the information that really is aligning with that new version of ourselves. Okay, so that's why it's good to binge watch these types of videos over and over again. That's how you transform. Okay, and then like work through things. So anyway, okay, okay, 3 questions that I want you to really be honest with yourself on, okay? And remember, you're not coming from a place of judgment, you're coming from a place of love. Don't worry about changing everyone else. I know so many women come to me, how do I get my partner to do this? And that person's doing that. Like, stop, focus on you, okay? We're not gonna control everyone else, we're just gonna work on us. And I promise you, this is actually more powerful and more effective at bringing healing and transformation to the people around you when you focus on transforming yourself. Okay? No one wants to be controlled or manipulated. So just focus on you. Okay? This will help you become a better parent if you're a parent, better auntie, uncle, better business owner, or help you really walk out those new dreams that you have for yourself. Our outer reality is simply just reflecting back to us what's going on inside of us. That's why this stuff is so important. Okay? You're going to feel good, promise. So really look at this one thing. Think about all the people that you know, and this might even be for you, and this is not coming from a place of judgment. I really have noticed that people have a hard time releasing the weight, losing that extra weight, or holding on to ailments, struggle with letting go. So ask yourself, question number 1, what am I still holding on to? What am I still holding on to that is weighing me down? Be honest with yourself, okay? And you know it's weighing you down because it's draining you. It's draining your energy. It's taking up mental space rent-free, okay? You know something's not good for you because it's not bringing peace into your life. It's weighing you down. It's burning you out. It might be unforgiveness. Maybe you're having a hard time forgiving people or someone or a situation that has happened to you. A lot of times we hold on to unforgiveness, even generationally. right? And it comes out in other things. So ask yourself, what are you still holding on to? It could be, really, this is about decluttering your mind, your emotions, and even your environment. So for myself, for example, when my husband passed away, right, obviously that was horribly traumatic. But I knew as part of my healing journey, and this happened in layers, it did not happen all at once. I would slowly release things out of my house, slowly start to declutter things from my house, okay? So ask yourself, are you holding on to things in your environment even that you just can't let go of? That you know deep down that you're ready to let go of that, okay? Maybe you're stuck in a job or a career or business or something that you just know that's the old version of you that doesn't align with that new version of you. So be real with yourself. You don't have to know how you're going to do it all at once, but just ask yourself if you're holding on to things. You have old stories, old narratives in your head from like past relationships or something, blaming other people. What can you commit to releasing today? And practice releasing every day. Let go of, okay? And what I've noticed, not only for myself, but for the people I've worked with, the people that are more easily able to let go of things lose weight faster. The people that are more stuck in their ways, stuck in this, well, this happened to me, this is happening, and it's often a subconscious thing. They have a harder time transforming their body. And it might not even be the weight loss, it might just be getting more fit. Okay? So think about that. Next question. What are you really hungry for? What are you really hungry for? Or thirsty for? And this often will lead to emotional eating. And that is one of the biggest struggles that most people have. Okay, so you're not alone in feeling with this. I hear this almost every day. People are like, how do I deal with my emotional eating? How do I deal with my emotional eating? Well, what are you actually hungry for? And once again, I'll go back to my own example because we're not judging ourselves. After my husband passed away, it was such a huge life transition for me because I realized that so much of my happiness and purpose came from being a married woman and being married to him, right? And so once he wasn't there anymore, I had to learn how to create this new life for myself and for my kids. And so I'm just being real with you guys. So I wanted to, and I had spent up to that point, let me think, 2016 to 2019 is when he passed away in 2019. I remember my dominant emotions and feelings were frustration and anxiety. So really ask yourself, what are your dominant emotions right now? Every single day, this is what you're typically feeling. Because your emotions are just, they're an indicator of your energy state. This is science. It's not even like spirit. Yes, it's spiritual truths, but it's actual science now. They can measure the energy that comes off of you. They can literally measure how your energy changes based on your thoughts and emotions. Okay, so it's not fluff, it's not woo-woo, this is science. Okay, but it's powerful because when you can embrace this and become aware of it, it's going to help you actually change your reality. And that's what I want to help you do. Okay, thoughts always become things because it's energy. Anyway, so I was not aware of this a few years ago. I thought it was just about positive thinking, just walking in faith, but I didn't really understand the role that emotions played and my energy played in my reality. So I just remember feeling frustrated all of the time. Every day I was just frustrated and so much anxiety because my husband was sick. I had so much, I was trying to be positive for him, but I didn't know how to move my emotions because I didn't have that awareness. So I would just hold it inside. And that's what most people do, right? And he did that too, not knowing. I could see he was trying to relax, but he was trying to be strong for us, but really he was just holding on to all the stress and anxiety about being sick and finances and business. And he was just holding it inside. I was holding it inside because we didn't know how to release it. And for me, it manifested into physical body pains. I had horrible pains in my belly and my side for the whole time he was sick. And it wasn't until after he passed away when I started really diving deep into I can't live this way anymore. This cannot be my reality. I'm so young. I have my 4 beautiful kids I need to raise. I can't be living with anxiety every single day. I can't have these body pains because it's, when you're stressed about being sick, it causes physical pains, and then the physical pains make you more stressed, right? And so I wanted to break that cycle, and that's when I started studying this stuff. Anyway, so what I learned and realized is that if you are struggling with a certain emotion, like for me, for example, the frustration, anxiety, stress, you got to move in the opposite emotion. So the opposite emotion of that is fun, joy, peace. Okay. So what happens is, because most people are living like this unconsciously, they're stressed out, they're anxious, and you want to feel good. So we naturally, as humans, go to look for things to help us feel good. And often we'll go to things that aren't necessarily healthy because we're just doing it automatically. So that's when we start scrolling on social media, because it numbs us out and it gives us those dopamine hits. Dopamine is a happy hormone. We go for food. I just need some chocolate. I just need this. And it's just, and then it becomes habit, right? You come home from work, you're stressed out about a relationship or finances, and you just start eating because it's like instant serotonin boost, instant dopamine hits. We'll go to alcohol often. We'll go to drugs. We'll go to shopping. We'll go to, toxic relationships. We'll go to, sometimes we just throw ourselves into work, right? Because it's giving us those dopamine hits. We'll even throw ourselves into personal development, which is like a healthier thing, but sometimes even that can become addicting because you're not actually implementing anything. You're just binge watching stuff and that's it, without applying anything. Is that making sense? So ask yourself, what are you actually hungry for? For me, I was like, I want fun. I want fun in my life again. Up to that point, I was so serious about everything. And I'm like, no, I want fun. I don't want that. I want fun. So I was like, okay, what are some things that I can do to start having healthy fun in my life? So I was like, okay, maybe I'll take some salsa dancing lessons. I've never done that before. I need to develop new relationships. So, okay, I'm going to, work on myself, and then I'm going to, start meeting new people. And I'm just talking like business, friendships. Like I wasn't thinking about anything else. I wasn't looking for anyone to make me feel better, but I wanted to be around people that were also growing and happy and laughing, and people I could laugh with, right? I started watching comedy shows. I started going to the gym. I got a fitness trainer. So literally anything that was bringing me fun and joy in a healthy way that was aligned to that new version of me that I saw in the future that I wanted to practice now. Those are the types of things I was doing. Okay. Changing up my diet. I talk lots about that in other videos, foods, adaptogens, things that help you with your hormones to boost naturally your happy hormones, right? I didn't want to go on antidepressants. Nothing against antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds if you need those. Those are just a tool. But we all know that does not cure depression or anxiety, right? So what happens is we are so used to, and we train ourselves to feel a certain way. We all do this. That's all we know. So once we start moving and practicing different emotions, at first it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be unnatural. But what you'll notice is because you're practicing this over and repetitively, right? That's how transformation happens. It's going to become your new norm. And it's amazing. It's so energizing. So now my new normal, my dominant emotions every single day are excitement, happiness, joy, peace, like bliss. And I'm not even just saying that, like literally those are my dominant emotions every single day because I've retrained my mind, my body, my spirit to experience those every single day. And so can you. Okay. So really ask yourself, what are you actually hungry for? Maybe you've been suppressing a new hobby that you want or a passion that you want. You're so busy taking care of everyone else, which most of us do, especially moms, that we've lost that part of ourselves, right? And that's when you see people, they have those midlife crises where like, just screw everyone, I'm leaving. But we want to prevent you from getting to that point, right? So ask yourself, is there passions that you want to explore? A new skill? Maybe you have this dream business that you've been suppressing and you just gotta, up level your skills. Start putting that energy into that. Maybe it's you're feeling lonely. Okay? This is normal. Like I shouldn't say this is normal. This is a common thing that people go through and they don't talk about it. And loneliness, and then so they'll fill it with food or they'll fill it with addictive behaviors. And you know what those things are. And one thing to help with that, I have another video on that. That's how you actually deal with loneliness, but you guys can watch that video. The point is, if you are in toxic relationships, unhealthy relationships, it could be with work, it could be personally, whatever, and then you're numbing it with other things, it's like, okay, instead of constantly numbing yourself with addictive behaviors and stuff like that, it's dealing with those unhealthy relationships. Sometimes you need to remove yourself from those relationships, temporarily or permanently. But that's something that you should work through with like a life coach or a therapist or something. But just give yourself permission to be happy. Give yourself permission to be healthy. Give yourself permission to feed yourself with things that you've been neglecting, instead of turning to food and to drugs or alcohol or other addictive behaviors. Okay. And if you're like, oh, but sometimes it's just a habit. Like every night I come home, I'm tired and I just emotionally eat. Start changing up your environment and replace it with healthier foods and healthier choices. So you're not going for the food. Or, if you're bored, that's another thing that people, and they'll turn to emotional eating because they're just bored at night. So take that time and pick up a new hobby, go do something, hang out with a new friend, go serve somewhere in your community, get outside of yourself. And then what will happen naturally is, because you're feeding those emotions in other ways, you're not going to always turn to the food. Okay. Or if you have friends that all you guys want to do is eat and drink because you're just used to that, which is also common, say, okay, let's go do something else, guys. Girls, let's go to the gym together. Let's, let's do some journaling together, vision boards, like do something new with each other. Go on a hike, go on a walk together, do something healthy together. And if they don't want to do that and they're not in alignment with where you're going, be okay with releasing those people. You don't need to control anyone, and you go do it. And I promise you, as you're doing this and you're giving yourself permission to connect to these new activities, and you're transforming and you're feeling better and you're looking better, it's going to become so attractive. People are going to want to follow you. They're going to want to do it too. Okay. All right. Next question. This is so huge. And so many people are not even aware of this. Ask yourself, am I worth it? Am I worth it? Okay. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people, they want to lose weight. They want to have their dream body. They want to have their dream relationship. But deep down, they stick to what's familiar, right? And it's because they haven't, they just don't believe that they're actually worthy of having that dream body and that dream relationship and that dream life and that dream business or whatever it is that you're doing. They don't believe they're actually worth it, or that they actually believe that they can have it. Okay. So really be real with yourself. And it's okay if you're not even sure, or you weren't sure before. I wasn't even sure. It wasn't even my conscience before. Being like a happy, healthy mom, happy, healthy, sexy, energetic wife, having your dream business, living in your dream place. Because we don't have a lot of examples of that, I didn't really think about it, if that makes sense. So I'm challenging you, I'm encouraging you to kind of like really be real with yourself and ask yourself, do I believe I can have these things? Can I have that dream body? And that's different for everyone, okay? It's not one size fits all. Can I have that dream healthy fit body? Can I feel energetic? Can I be a happy parent? Can I have an amazing, delicious, juicy, divine relationship? Can I live in my dream location and have my dream business or job? Do I deserve that? Am I worthy of it? Okay. And if you don't think you are, if you're like, yeah, but, I want you to explore the but, because the but is your biggest limiting belief. Okay. It's your biggest limiting belief. Yeah, I would love that, but this happened to me and this is happening, and my husband is an asshole and my boss is an asshole. No. Stop. Change your story. Okay. And ask yourself, do I deserve this? Am I worthy of this? So those are the things that people really, really struggle with. Once again, just recapping on the 3 questions. that I want you to focus on, and then you're going to practice deciding, getting that clarity, because power is in clarity, you guys. Power is in clarity. You don't have to know all the hows yet. You don't have to know all the timelines yet. Don't worry about that part. That's not where your power actually comes from. Your power actually comes from clarity. Write your vision, make it plain. Okay? And you don't have to tell the world, this is for you. And then every day you're going to practice aligning with this and working through it. And like I said, the people that have been doing this are getting the results in their life, not just me. So you're going to ask yourself, what am I still holding on to that I need to let go of? This is something that's draining you. It's weighing you down. Maybe it's unforgiveness. Maybe it's environments, relationships, behaviors. What are you not willing to let go of? Okay. And sometimes, and I was telling this to the people in my community that I live stream with, sometimes people have a really hard time letting go of certain things, and that's normal. That's okay. So what I tell people is, okay, don't focus on that big thing. What's something small that you can start practicing letting go of? Because we want to leverage momentum. Okay. So for example, if you just went through a breakup or a divorce, or you lost a spouse or something like my situation, you might not be able to clean out your whole house today, but maybe you can work on one room, an office space or a closet. Okay. And what you're going to notice is as you practice that, you're going to start to feel good. You're going to start to feel lighter. And you're like, oh, I like this. I'm going to do more. And then you're going to ride that momentum to other areas of your house. Same with friendships. Maybe there's people that you need to start cutting off. Okay. And you're going to notice, oh, this is actually feeling good. Having these healthy boundaries. Maybe there's people that you need to forgive. Okay, write that down and start. You don't need to wait for anyone's permission. This is you. You're releasing this. You're releasing this energy. Okay, so what do you need to let go of? Second thing, what are you actually hungry and thirsty for? Be so real with yourself. This is actually such a powerful exercise. What are your dominant emotions now, and what are you actually hungry for? How do you want to live? I'm guessing you probably want to be happy, healthy, energetic, with fun in your life and romance in your life, and just being excited about life, right? You want fun. You want adventure. I'm sure maybe not all of you, but some of you want adventure. So write that down and then ask yourself, okay, how can I start practicing these things every day? What do I need to do? Once again, you don't need anyone else's permission. This is for you. What can I start doing to align with that? Okay. And then the last thing is, do I actually believe I'm worth this? Do I actually believe I'm worth this new life, this new up-level version of myself? And if you don't, if it's a yeah, but, work through the buts, okay? Start changing and reframing those stories. Honestly, you guys, I believe that you are watching this video for a reason. I believe that with all my heart and soul. You are watching this. There's something inside of you that's resonating with this, and it's doing it for a reason. And you might not even believe in yourself right now, but I believe in you. That's literally why this is my life's mission and purpose now, because I have transformed so much. You wouldn't even recognize me before my life. And not only for me, but people I work with. Okay? So you can transform too. You just have to give yourself permission to decide and move, change directions. Okay? And there's something inside of you that is calling you to a higher level. And you're so fortunate, you're so blessed that you actually have the second chance. My husband, who passed away a week after he turned 37, didn't have that. He didn't start working out until he got diagnosed with cancer. Okay, so I don't know where you're at in your situation. I know there's people that even follow me that are going through treatments and stuff right now. Like, no matter what, I promise you, you are not too far gone. You can come back from this situation. Okay, so work through these things, practice it. You can reach out to me anytime. You can reach me on Instagram, on TikTok, on email. If you need help with the energy part of you, like the hormonal stuff that help you, boost your happy hormones, help you with metabolism, help you just with your energy and feeling better, that is like my jam. Okay, I got lots of tools for you on that, all natural stuff. So I'll link that for you below. I have free ebooks if you want to work through that. And I almost forgot, I finally have an app for you guys, so you can really binge watch it. So It's a whole mind-body transformation app, has all my programs on there. I just released my first mind and body transformation program to really help women with their hormones, their mindset, their energy, waist training. I touch on fitness, I touch on dealing with stress, meditation. I deal with like food, intermittent fasting. I really go deep into that. And also on there is all my replays from my live streams that have been so transformative and powerful. But you have to have the app to go and watch those. Also, you guys, this is a brand new channel for me, so I really appreciate if you like and subscribe to this. So this video, this content can get out to more people that are struggling with their mental health, struggling, just feeling stuck, struggling with their weight, their hormones, and all that stuff, that are feeling lost. That's what this is all about. It's to help you and so many others just become the best version of themselves and enjoy life again. Okay, I love you guys.